king, I am not a god, I am Humpday.
Hello Tano and welcome! In today's video I will show you how to build your Velox Prime Protea signature weapon to take down enemies from level 1 to 9199 steel path utilizing the new mods and arcane from 1999 update. But first let me show you what this weapon capable of. Let's go! Now there is 3 ways to get the Velox Prime. From Varzia, Prime Resurgence with Regal Eye, and I don't recommend this, and never buy a Warframe or Prime weapon with Regal Eye. Use your Regal Eye for cosmetics instead, if you want. Now, the second option is simple. You just check your Void Relics if you have it and go unlock it with other players, or check if your friends has it and willing to open his relic for Velox Prime for you. Now, and this is the relics for barrel, receiver, and blueprint. Alright, capture the screen here, and so you know which relics are for what. The third option, which is the easiest, you just go and buy it from other players for Warframe market. Now Tano, every mod and arcane I'll be using in today's video, if you want to know how to get, very simple. You go to the codex, universe, mods, right here for example, and you hover over any of the mods, and it will show you right here where you can get it. If you get confused, go to Warframe Wiki, and it will give you the exact location of the mob that you're looking for, or you can buy the mod from other players, except certain login mods. Now, the arcanes goes the same thing. For example, let's assume Arcane Blessing, there you go, Lua Circuit, and for example this one from the Hex, etc, etc, and also you can buy them from other players. As always, Tanoa, before I build a weapon or warframe, I rely on my method called D.V.S. D stands for how I'll be dealing damage, what elements I'll be using, what's the faction I'll be fighting. B stands for how I proc 10 stacks of viral to make enemies vulnerable by 325% more damage to their HP. S stands for stripping enemies armor to lower their damage reduction to deal higher damage. Also, I don't use any rivens in my builds, because I can't expect you to have the same riven. And also, I use a tank, so I don't boost the weapon in any way. No Vex Fury, no Eclipse, no Roar, no Zeta Whisper, no Sarin, no nothing. So you can use this same build with any Warframe you like. Now before I show you the build, if you don't like my methods on how I'll be proccing viral and armor stripping enemies, it's okay. You can check this sheet right here. It can help you move around my methods to find your own style. As in Warframe, you can do a lot of things in different ways, but the results are the same. Now, what is corrosive? Corrosive is an element in Warframe that lowers enemies' armor. It starts with 26% and goes 6%, 6%, 6%, 10 stacks, 80% armor strip. Now, if you run the 2 Emerald Archon shards, which is my case, you can push the stacks from 10 to 14, so you can armor strip enemies 100% with your corrosive weapons. Easy as that. Now, I'll be running a Nourish, so I can proc viral on enemies. These are melee Violet Archon shards. You can run 2 pulse if you want, but I don't recommend that. You don't need any critical chance for this build. Revenant Prime build, and you can apply this in any Warframe you want. That's why I use Revenant. Worthy Camaraderie, Precision, Velocity, Vigorous Swap to swap between weapons, but it's not necessary. I didn't swap during the showcase, so no, I don't know what Warframe you're using. Maybe you will not find a spot for the Vigorous swap. Now, Velox Prime, unique trait, plus 50% reload speed when magazine is emptied, initiate 20% ammo efficiency, gains an additional 20% ammo efficiency when wielded by Protea. First mod, Galvanized Diffusion, multi-shot increase, and on kill, 30% multi-shot for 20 seconds, stacks to 4 times. Primed Expel Hurricane is final multiplicative damage against the faction you're fighting. Now this is Hurricane. If you don't like this, you can just switch it to Ornate Strike, so you don't keep switching between the factions. Prime Target Cracker for critical damage, Pistol Pestilence, Toxin and Statue Chance, Galvanized Shot for Statue Chance on kill, 40% direct damage per statue tap affecting the target, stacks up to 3 times. Magnetic Might for magnetic and critical damage. Magnetic to increase damage against shielded enemies and enemies with overguard. Mercilized Gunfight for critical damage and punch through. Primed Convulsion for electricity. Steady Hand for recoil. And secondary enervate for the absolute increased critical chance by 10% on hit. It will stack until you do orange or red critical hits 6 times, and then it will reset. Alright, so as long as you do non-crits or yellow crits, the secondary rate will stack until you actually tier 2 or tier 3 means orange crits or red crits. Now, if you don't have any of those mods that you see right here, it's okay. The Galvanized Diffusion, you can replace it with Barrel Diffusion right about here, or you can replace it with the Amalgam Barrel Diffusion. Easy as that. Now, the Expel Hurricane, there is the normal Expel right here, Expel Corpus, Expel Hurricane, and so on and so on and so on until you get the Primed version. Otherwise, you can just run or Red Strike and you'll be good to go. Primed Target Cracker, you can run the normal Target Cracker right about here. And then for the Pistol Pestilence, it's easy to get. Galvanized Shot, you can just get the normal Sure Shot in there. Alright. And for the Magnetic Might and the Mercilized Gunfight, easy to get from the 1999 update. Primed Convulsion, you can replace it with the normal Convulsion right about here. Okay. Or you can just replace it with 60-60 Electricity if that's what you have. Okay, now, if you have a Riven with Electricity, you replace Primed Convulsion. If you have a Riven with Toxin, you replace Pistol Pestilence. If you have a Riven with Multiplicative Damage against Faction, you replace the Expel Hurricane. If you have a Godroll CCCD Multi-Shot Negative Zoom, you replace Mercilized Gunfight, and you'll be good to go. And now for the Companion, I use Nautilus. Why Nautilus? Cordon to pull enemies, Duplex for the clones, Assault to attack, Vacuum to pull the loot, Manifold for more Cordon, Shield Armor Health, Reinforced Bond for 60% fire rate, and Tenacious Bond for 120% critical damage or 1.2 critical multiplier if you do the calculations. Velox Prime, if you have a Riven, you run this build. If not, you can run the Volclock right about here, alright, and you get the 105 critical chance for the Tenacious Bond, or you can run the Primed Laser Rifle, alright. There you go, for 60% critical chance, and so on and so on. Just find your favorite like sentient weapon and you go for that. I just keep Verglass for now. Build, viral and hit. We're good to go for the Simulacrum. And we summoned level 225 heavy corrupted gunners, activating Nourish for the viral. And let's check our baby Velox Prime, what it's capable of. Look at that. Almost feel like one-shotting them. Look at that. One more time. Go. Mamma mia. I really love this weapon. It's really awesome, to be honest. This is, I think, the second build in my channel about it, and it doesn't disappoint, baby. Especially with secondary enervate now. Crazy stuff. So let's summon a Thrax. Right about here. The magnetic will do its job now. Take it down the overguard. Now, in case you're wondering about my amp is 177. I have a full guide on the channel about amp. You can check it out. 177, Raplex Prism, Propa Scaffold, Citrus Brace. I'm using 2 arcanes, Eternal Eradicate and Eternal Inslaut. If that's what you talk about. Here we go. Boom, boom, and enemies are dead. Now, as I say always, I use Revenant so I don't boost the weapon anyway. That's why we're gonna be using Excalibur and just Vortic Embroidery, Arcane Precision Velocity. No, nothing, just like Nourish in the end right there. Let's clear those enemies and resummon them once more. And it is our Velox. Go. And let's reload. That's your results, baby. Easy as that. Boom. Loading. Boom. Let me summon some heavy corrupted gunners. Heavy corrupted gunners right about here. Boom. Activating Nourish. Loading first. And here we go. Boom. Boom. Loading again. That's why I use builds without any boosters. So you can feel free. Use the build. Any of your favorite Warframes. So the build doesn't become titled for it's very powerful because it's with Saren, or it's because with Vex Fury, or because of Eclipse, or whatever. In the end, and as a conclusion, I will give this weapon 7 out of 10, and you should try it, guys. It's really fun to use. I want to say special thanks to anyone ever supported the channel by liking, subbing, commenting, joining my Discord, following me on Twitch, following me on TikTok. Big love to you all, and thank you so much. Special thanks to the Hall of Members, Yareli Main, Broken Shot, Yahya Ben Zaid, Banana Man, Julian Jugubota, Bisaba, Arne, Alex Lodhal, Special VIP, The Voiceless One too, Undisputed Donator, Free Hate, Hall of Donations, Free Hate, Kali Recall Free, Victor, Mr. V, Mika Wesa, Wilmer, Bisidanto, Yareli Main, Black Magic, Banana Man, Milan, Ilinota, and Noob Master. Big love to you all, and let me know in the comments below what you want to see next, and see you next time.